Imagine you left everything you know to find yourself in a new country, new language, new city, new people. It might be nice to have some help. Here in St. John MNRC, yeah, it's a mouthful, is here to help. We are a non-profit and we are the first stop for newcomers in St. John.
SJMNRC has been with me since, I think, from the first week. Met Stacy, then I met Lee, and then they told me, like, they introduced me, they helped me with like newcomers orientations and all.
We're here and we're very happy about it.
It's been like 6 months here in this place, and I love this place.
He is known for the port, and we're also known as the Port City.
Alors, je me demandais si vous aviez des réactions à ça, des commentaires.
So the business faculty, there's lots of areas for majors and minors.
I came here because my husband chose UNB.
UNB St. John is about a third of the size, with about 2,500 students, but St. John is a larger city than Fredericton.
There was a sawmill here in the late 1800s. There's been more than 100 years of continuous pulp activity at this site.
So they brought a small one in here just so we could remember the people that were out on the island.
Then with Prude, I started taking tours around the city and meeting other women that came from different countries. I made some new friendships.
So it's 3 times the size of Central Park, and everything's taken care of by the city, so that's what makes it a municipal park.
Rockwood Park, it's a really pretty place, and it's so nice to have a place like that that is so close to you.
10 provinces and 3 territories. Right at the bottom where it touches the bottom base, that's a point.
Your particular situation.
Hello, St. John! Ready on to
I like the climate, obviously, because I come from a very hot place where it goes around 40-50 degree. So I don't mind the minus 40 or minus 50 degree if ever it goes there. So I love the snow.
He's our volunteer today, pro skier.
Go Canada.
We have a 24/7 network operations center, so it's staffed. They basically look after the servers.
Services that are available to students, that's a great start that will tell you everything you need to know.
This is a sign for the palm tree that we're really famous back home in Saudi Arabia.
And it's folks like you that are going to help our city grow, and we're excited about that.
We have seen significant changes over the course of the last year and a half.
Pulp is to paper what steel is to cars, okay?
We've actually just celebrated the 1-year anniversary of having Mediterranean Shipping Company, the 2nd largest container line in the world, join us at the Port of St. John, opening up connections from St. John to 350 ports around the world.
The wood you see there, that's about 20 days supply for running the pulp mills.
Truly because of the people here.
But in this particular group, we see a lot of that,
1877, there was a big fire. A young boy was throwing a bale of hay. Does everybody know what a bale of hay is?
And then suddenly, everyone just stood up and started singing happy birthday to you, and they made my day. The way they made me feel special.
He was throwing a bale of hay across the barn, and it knocked over a lantern. In those days, lanterns were lit with oil.
En effet, directrice de la programmation avec moi, on a Guy Bernard, qui est animateur bénévole pour Zest des artistes et DJ Tropical Music.
Tous les vendredis soirs et le Zest des artistes le mardi.
I also really like the architecture of it and, you know, the old look it has.
We've got over 200 people who are employed in IT in our operations here in St. John, and they represent together 29 countries.
Love is better than anger. Hope is better than fear. Optimism is better than despair. So let us be loving, hopeful, and optimistic. We will change the world.
Imagine you left everything you know. Ginny and Christy don't have to imagine it.
I was going to school Monday to Friday from like 9 to 5, and then I would have to go to work until 9 and work weekends, so it was a very tough year. And now I can see it was totally worth it because now I have the job that I like.
St. John is not a tough place to adjust in because, trust me, I did not have a bad experience here because everyone I approached, every people I approached, you know, it feels that they want to talk to me, they want to, you know, accept me, accept us. So I have never seen a kind of biasness here in the people here. What we used to study, that there is some cultural changes and all. So it depends upon the way you take things. But yes, you need to be prepared about the climate here.
Yeah, now I work at Revolution Strategy. I am the junior graphic designer. I've been doing a lot of neat projects that I had never even thought I was gonna be able to do. I'm learning many things every day. Although I've been there just for a couple of months, I have been growing so much as a professional there. It's very demanding sometimes, but it's helping me to grow a lot as a graphic designer.
He knocked it over, the oil spilt all over the ground, the barn caught fire, and the fire took off. It burnt almost all of the city of St. John in one day.
Lee has been a help throughout. She sensed that I'm into like volunteering, community service, getting involved with people and all. So that helped me a lot. Lee and Mary are always along with me, and then I asked them if they can be my reference. And yes, I guess they said really good words about me. I'm sure they did because everyone was so impressed with the kind of feedback I had. So thanks to them, thanks to Lee and Mary, and you have been with me forever. Like in every phase here in Canada, I think they have been with me, you know, whether it is like introduction to volunteering, to, you know, to celebrations, bus tour, or then finally, you know, getting a job and then having their say into it. So I know it matters, and thank you.